I was envious of my friends, and they envied me. They wanted Battlefield 2, but had no good PC. And I wanted Bad Company, but had neither a 360 or a PS3. But now we can all stand together and destroy the world's prettiest and most intense game to date. Bad Company 1 was the real start of DICE trying to make a successful multi-platform first-person shooter. It was a rather impressive first, also introducing a unique storyline, especially for the Battlefield series. Fresh from their gold-finding spree, Sarge, Haggard, Sweets, and as the ever-awesome Marlowe set about finding a missing weapon dating back to World War II. Perhaps this bomb-filled, bullet-riddled, gun-toting single-player campaign may not be the most memorable or gripping in the genre. It's definitely a perfect step for the Battlefield series. The characters have a deeper personality around this time, and the tone is much more serious. As the days go by, your squad sees the devastation they've caused, and frankly, they love it. The rock-solid gameplay, at a first glance, may appear like some other FPS in the genre. COD 6. But really has elements that make it stand out. The destruction comes back with a vengeance. The single player is more focused this time, but still offers some non-linear sequences that help renew the replay value. Overall, the single player, lasting about 8 hours on normal difficulty, is a wonderful, humorous, and trigger-tempting experience. But hey, you didn't buy Bad Company 2 for the single player only, did you? No, that's right, the thing we love most has returned. Multiplayer. Ah, yes. The smell of gun smoke in the afternoon. The sound of a 40mm grenade launcher in the evening. It's all back in Bad Company 2. From a classic Battlefield standpoint, this game holds old virtues true while incorporating new ones. The ranking and squad systems are still in place, but a slightly smaller and quicker game ensues. Not to worry though, Bad Company 2 has all of your explosion quotas covered. Battlefield Bad Company 2 has approximately a dozen maps and new ones being released periodically. There is a monumental choice of boomsticks available for you to choose from. Also, you can now upgrade weapons with scopes and other abilities such as accuracy boosters or heavy slug rounds. Whichever style play you enjoy the most, whether that be Assault, Medic, Engineer, or Recon, Bad Company 2 has every gun and gadget ready for your satisfaction. Bad Company 2 has multiple game types, including the series standard Conquest. Fight to hold multiple flag points across a vast Sierra, or engage in tight urban combat with 4-player squads. The Rush game mode is also present, utilizing a mode similar to Team Fortress 2's Gold Rush mode. The game is extremely well balanced and utilizes a rank system as in its predecessors. All the destruction is perfectly intact, or should I say unintact, in the multiplayer as well. You now have the ability to level entire buildings too. Most vehicles of the series return with the exception of fighter jets. The PC version can house up to 32 players per server, which offers up some intense action. You'll scrounge up any ounce of undestructed cover while trying to benefit your entire squad. All this amazing multiplayer mayhem only requires a 1 megabit internet connection, so from a technological standpoint, this is quite impressive. Speaking of technological points, this game has some pretty high-hand graphics. The draw distances are quite extreme, and the lush environments are destroyed in a very convincing manner. The only missing feature here is the motion blur, but there are so many explosions your eyes will be blurring anyway. Most textures are very sharp, some may be a little bit bland, but when over 95% of the world can be obliterated, I'm not one to complain. You're listening to this review, so it's obvious this game has some special audio. This game redefines powerful. Each weapon has a special and almost majestic ring when firing, and the shots echo brilliantly throughout. Got a 5.1 or 7.1 setup? Set the War Tapes audio option, and you're in for a special treat. Voiceovers are not only convincing, but unique and realistic. Sounds reverberate realistically as to what's around you. It's simply astonishing. It is without question that this game should be picked up and bought promptly after seeing it on a store shelf. You'd have to be Section 8 not to. Put down Modern Warfare 2, fork over $50, and make the next hours of your life worth it. Bad Company 2 gets a remarkable 10 out of 10. This is the first time I've ever given a complete game a 100%. Kudos, DICE. This one is going to be hard to beat.